Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in today's video from math subject, real numbers topic we are going to continue. So today our concept is regarding decimal expansion of rational numbers. Regarding decimal expansion of rational numbers. So actually we have some decimal types. You will be aware of that decimal types. Suppose if I have 1.23, one decimal like 1.23 or 1.232323 and so on, like that another decimal is there, or 1.2341579 and so on, like this. One more decimal is there. We have three decimals like this. In first case, 1.23 means after decimal point, after two places, its value terminated. So it's an example of terminating decimal. So okay, after some decimal point, after some places, its value will stop. That is terminating decimal. So in second example, 1.232323 and so on, it is not terminating. Actually, how to get a decimal? Suppose if we have a rational number, if I divide numerator with the denominator, I may get decimal in these forms. But this last one cannot be expressed as P by Q. But the first one, second one can be expressed as P by Q. So the rational number after division, it will be written in the form of a decimal. In the decimal, after decimal point, after some places, if the division stops, or if we get the remainder 0, if the division stops, so then it is called as a terminating decimal. Otherwise, without terminating, if the value is continuously coming, like if we divide 10 with 3, what happens? 3 3s are 9, remainder 1. I'll keep a point, take 0, 10. 3 3s are 9, again remainder 1. 3 3s again 10. 3 3s are 9, again 1. So what happens to this this rational number 10 by 3, its value is 3.333, like that and so on. Its value will go continuous. The division will never ends. The division part will never ends. So this is an example of non-terminating, but after decimal some place values are repeating. Like here 232323, here 333. They are repeating. So this is an example of non-terminating repeating decimal. So if we divide a rational number, it may be terminating decimal or it may be a non-terminating repeating decimal. We have one more decimal types of numbers, such as third one, 1.2341579 and so on, which will never stop, which will never repeat. So means it's an example of non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Okay. Like this we have some decimal values. So now we are relating the rational numbers with their decimal expansion with some rules, with some theorems. So here first let's see terminating decimal expansion. So okay, in what way we are going to have, or which kind of rational numbers will be considered as terminating decimal expansions. So that we are going to learn. Suppose we have a rational number P by Q, where P and Q are co-primes. Means P and Q, they have factors one common factor, that is 1. There is no other common factor other than 1 for P and Q. So they are called as co-primes or relatively primes. And Q is not equal to 0. Denominator is not equal to 0. This can be expressed in the form of terminating decimal expansion if. So here P by Q can be expressed as terminating decimal expansion. But here what is the condition here? If prime factors of denominator means in P by Q, what is the denominator, children? Q is the denominator. The prime factors of denominator Q, it has either only 2 power s, means Q will have factors of 2, like 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 cube, like that. It should have factors relating to 1, which are in the form of 2 power s, where s can be 1, 2, 3. Or if it has factors relating to 5 in the form of 5 power s. Or it can have both factors relating to 2 power s and 5 power s. Then it is said to be terminating decimal expansion. So we have P by Q. They have given a rational number. P by Q. Now they are asking us to tell, is it a terminating decimal expansion? How can we tell? The Q, whatever denominator is there, the Q should have factors. What factors? Either 2 power s or 5 power s, or both 2 power s and 5 power s. Means the factors of Q to be related to 2 and 5. So then it can be expressed as it can be considered as a terminating decimal expansion. Otherwise, if other than 2, 5, if they have other factors, then it is not a terminating decimal expansion, because it will terminate. Suppose 27 by 10 is there. After dividing, what we will get? 2.7 or 27 by 100 is there. So what answer we will get? 0.27. So here, if we have in the form of tens, hundreds, actually in the 10 also, so 10 is a combination of 2 and 5, 2 into 5. 10 is a combination of 2 into 5. If we have in the denominator either 2 or 5 or related to 2 and 5, like 100, 10,000, like that. If we have that kind of factors in the denominator, then only we will get terminating decimals. Otherwise, we won't get, because if we take another number like 10 by 3, like that, previously we have told. Now here denominator is 3. There is no 2, there is no 5, or there is no other number which is indirectly related to 2 and 5. So that's why this expansion cannot be terminated. Okay, children. Next. Here, let's see some examples. Here, 21 by 75 is there. 21 by 75. It is the rational number. So whenever we have a rational number, first we have to try to arrange in its simplest form. If there is any possibility of cancellation, we have to do it first. And we have to take it in simplest form. So what is the simplest form? It is both are cancelled by 3. 3 7s are 21, 3 25s are 75. So what is the simplest form? 7 by 25 is the simplest form. Now for finding terminal decimal expansion, we have to check the denominator. What is denominator here? 25. Can be written as 5 into 5. Means 5, it has 5s. It has 5s. The prime factors of 25 are only 5s. There is no 2. All the factors are only 5s. So that's why the denominator is having a factor 5. There is no other factor. So that's why it is an example of terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. Okay, children? Just whatever rational number they have given, what we have to check? We have to see the denominator and we have to write its factors. And in the factors, if we have only 2's, only 5's, or both 2 and 5, we can tell that it is a terminating decimal expansion. Okay, if you want, you can cross check. You can divide and you can cross check. After some division places, the remainder you will get 0. Next, suppose they have given one more, 63 by 64. 63 by 64. Can we write it in simplest form? No, they are not. They don't have any common divisor. So the given rational number itself is in simplest form. It is itself in simplest form. So we have to tell whether it is terminating decimal or not. How to tell? We have to take the denominator. So what is the denominator here? 64. If I write factors for 64, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 power 6 I'll get. 2 power 6 I'll get. So the denominator 64 contains factors of only 2's. There is no 5 also. Only 2's are there. All the factors of 64 are only 2's. So already we have told, if the factor is 2, it's an example of terminating decimal expansion. So this is an example of terminating decimal expansion. Means if we start division after some places, after decimal point, after some places, it will terminate. Why? Means because the remainder will be 0. Remainder will be 0. Next, another example. 33 by 1200. 33 by 1200. Is it in simplest form? Both are divisible by 3. So the given rational number is not in simplest form. We have to write in simplest form. If we divide with 3, what happens? 11 by 400. 11 by 400. So now for 400, prime factors of 400 are, let's write, if we write factors for 400, what we will get? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. So we are getting 2 power 4 5 square. We are getting 2 power 4 5 square. Means the prime factors of 400 contains 4 2's and 2 5's. Means it is having 2's and 5's. It is having 2's and 5's in its denominator's place. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. Which one? 11 by 400. Not only 11 by 400, the given rational number 33 by 1200 also will be in terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. Okay, children. So what is the conclusion here? A rational number p by q, which is in its simplest form, it can be expressed as a terminating decimal expansion only in one condition. What condition? If prime factors of denominators means q expressible in the form of 2 power m and 5 power n. 2 power m and 5 power n. There m may be 0. Then only 5 will exist. Or n may be 0. Only 2 will exist. Or both values may exist. Okay. If the denominator, it has only 2's or only 5's or both 2 and 5 as factors, then we can tell that it is an example of terminating decimal expansion. Okay, children. So that is type 1 in decimal expansion concept. That is type 1, where denominator is in the form of 2 power m, 5 power n. There in the place of mn, we can take any numbers starting from 0. But both should not be equal to 0. Both should not be equal to 0. Okay. Next. Here we are discussing about decimal expansions. Suppose if you have 9 by 3, 3 3s are 9. We will get 3 also completely divides 9. We will get 3. But it's not decimal number. We can write it as decimal number like 3.0. But these cases we are not, right now we are not dealing with these kind of numbers. What we mean to say is, if it is decimal number, if we have a decimal number, then if the decimal number, when it will become terminate in its rational number, in the denominator place 2 and 5 should be there. Okay. Next, type 2. Type 2. A rational number in the form of p by q, where p by q should be in simplest form and p and q to be co-primes, q not equal to 0. This all cases, though they have not given in the question or in any part, we have to assume, because rational number means that are compulsorily assumptions. P and q are co-primes, q is not equal to 0, and simplest form. And one more thing, denominator to be positive in some cases. Denominator to be positive. All these things we have to keep in mind. So this p by q can be expressed in the form of non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal, when means the prime factors of denominator q has any prime number as its prime factor other than 2 and 5. Previously what we have told, if they have only 2, only 5 or both, it is terminating. Now what we are telling, if it has any other factor like 3, 7, 11 other than 2 and 5, then it will be considered as a non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Let's see with some examples, children. Here, if the prime factors of denominator has 2's in some rational numbers p by q, where q has 2 as a factor and some other number other than 5 like 3. If q has factors 2 and 3, means 2 is there, but along with 2, 5 is not there. We have other factor 3. So then it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Otherwise, in one more example, we have p by q, where it has 5 as a factor. For q, 5 is a factor, but other factor other than 2 is there. Instead of 2, we have other factor like 7. We have other factor like 7, where in the factors of q. So then it can be expressed as non-terminating repeating decimal. Or third case, we have p by q. Here q is having factors 2, 5. Along with that, it also has factor 3. It also has factor 3. Though it is having 2 and 5 both, but still it is having other factor. So that's why it is also an example of non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay. So they can have 2. But if other number is there as factor, then it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. So there should be only 2 and 5. If any other number is there, then it is a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So here 29 by 600. So if we have zeros in the denominator part, it is not compulsory that it is terminating decimal. In all cases, it may not be possible. Like in this case, we have 600 here. We have 600 here, 29 by 600. We want to check it whether it is a non-terminating repeating decimal or terminating decimal. We will take the denominator. We will write factors for 600. What we will get? 2 cube, 3 power 1, 5 square. Means it has 3 2's, 2 5's, 1 3. Where in its factors, the factors of the denominator contains 2 3's, 3 2's, 1 3, 2 5's. Here, along with 2 and 5, other factor is there. Other factor is there. Other factor is there. So that's why this is an example of non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So next, another example, 57 by 162. 57 by 162. Is it in simplest form? It will be divisible by 3. Because 3 1 is 3, 2 is remaining 27, 3 9 is 27. Here 3 5 is 15, 1 remaining 12, 3 4s are 12. So if we write in simplest form, its value is 19 by 54. 19 by 54. We have to check whether it is non-terminating repeating decimal or not. How to check? We have to take the denominator 54. What are the factors of 54? If you do with the prime factorization method, starting from 2, what we can write? 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. It has 1 2 and 3 3's. Except 2 and 5, there is other factor 3. Other factor 3. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. It is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, children? Next, third one, 55 by 175. Is it in simplest form? No, because both are divisible by 11. If we write in simplest form, both are divisible by 5. If we divide with 5, both numerator and denominator, the simplest form is 11 by 35. Let's take the denominator 35. What are factors? 5 into 7. 5 is there, but along with that, there is no 2, but another factor is there, 7, other than 2 and 5. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. If you divide and check, it won't stop, but it will be repeating. Okay. Let's see some more examples, children. So what is the question here? Without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay. Here, no need to divide. Just by cross-checking the denominator, we can tell whether it is terminating or non-terminating repeating. Okay. So what is the first question here? 12 by 75. 12 by 75. Is it in simplest form? No. We can divide with 3. So what we will get? 4 by 25. So 4 by 25 means denominator is 25, which can be written as 5 square. Which can be written as 5 square. Means 0 2's. In the factors of 25, 2's are 0, 5's are 2. 2 5's are there. So it is a terminating decimal because it is having only 5's. It is having only 5's in its factors. Next question, 7 by 500. 7 by 500. So here 500 means how to write? 2 square into 5 cube. 2 square into 5 cube. 5 cube means 125. 2 square 4. 4 into 125. 4 into 125 500. 4 into 125 500. Because it is having 2's and 5's, only 2's and 5's in its factors place. So it is an example of terminating decimal. Okay. Now, third one. What is the third question? 11 by. 11 by, directly they have given factors in the denominator place. 11 by, directly they have given like this. In the denominator part, we have 5's, 2's, but 7 is there. Along with 5 and 2, there is other factor 7. So it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Repeating we can write here, non-terminating repeating decimal. In fourth example, in this rational number, in denominator part, we have only 5's and 2's. No need to divide, no need to check anything. Directly we can tell. It is an example of terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. Next. Here. Without long division. Without long division, we have to state whether the following rational numbers will have terminal decimal expansion or non-terminating decimal expansion. See the questions here, children. 5 questions are given here. 13 by 3125, 17 by 8, like this. 5 questions are given. We have to check whether they are terminating or non-terminating repeating. So here 3125 is there, 31 by 3125 is there. How to write? 2 power 0, 5 power 5. 2 power 0, 5 power 5 means it is having only 5's as its factor. So it is a terminating decimal. Next, 17 by 8. 17 by 8. Only 2's are there. We can write 8 as 2 cube. So it is a terminating decimal. Here 455. 455. 455 means what we will get here? 455 with 5. 5 9s are 45. 5 1 is 5. 5 9 is 45. 5 1 is 5. What we are getting? 591 we are getting. 591 we are getting. 91. 91 can we write as a factor of another number? 27 3s are not 91. 90, 91. So we cannot express. We cannot express in the form of only 2's and 5's. Only 2's and 5's. Some other numbers like 91 also will come. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Next question. 15 by 1600. 1600 can be written as 2 power 6 5 square. Only 2's and 5's. Terminating decimal. Next 343. Sorry, next decimal. 29 by 343. 29 by 343. In that 343 cannot be written as in the form of only 2's and 5's. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, children, like this you can check. Like this you can check some more numbers. All numbers. Later you can solve. Later you can solve all these questions. You can cross check and you can tell whether they are terminating or non-terminating repeating decimal without division. Without long division, just by checking the factors of denominator. Just by checking the factors of denominator. Okay, children? Factors of denominator. Next. So, next question. The following real numbers. The following real numbers have decimal expansion as given below. In each case, we have to check whether they are rational or not. if they are rational, if they are in the form of p by q, we have to tell about their prime factors. We have to tell about their prime factors. Here, what is the first rational number? First decimal number, 2.06006,006. Is it repeating? And so on. Is it terminating? No, it's not terminating. Is it repeating? The first two places are not repeating. After that, they are repeating. That is also, there is no compulsory. So, it is in the form of non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. The decimal which they have given in first question, it is in the form of non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So, which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So, it is not a rational number. So, no need to comment on its prime factors of q because there is no q. We are telling that it is not a rational number, means it cannot be written in the form of p by q. So, there will be no q, no need to comment on the prime factors of q because q does not exist. Q does not exist. Okay. Next, 23.232323 like that. 23.232323 like that. So, it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. So, it can be represented as p by q. It can be represented as p by q. But non-terminating repeating. How to comment on their factors? It can have factors. The q can have factors other than 2 and 5. The q can have factors other than 2 and 5. So, like that we can comment. Next. So, this is also about decimal expansion only. About decimal expansion only. So, you can, after the completion of class, you can go through this example children. You can revise the video once again. You can replay the video once again and you can go through these examples. Decimal expansion of rational numbers. Some questions are there. Actually, here one shortcut they are taking. So here 13 by 3125 is there. We want to write their decimal expansion of those rational numbers which have terminating decimal expansion. Means they will have only 2's and 5's. They will have only 2's and 5's as factors. Here 13 is there. 3125 we can write it as 5 5 5 5 5. 5 times. 5 times will come. But without division, if you want to write its decimal expansion in simplest form, what we can do means, 1 minute children, what we can do means, here instead of 5's, if we have 10's, like this, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So, we will have 5 zeros. So, after 5 places, we can keep the decimal. After 5 places, starting from the right, we can keep the decimal point. So, we want to make them into tens, so that writing in a decimal form will be easy. Writing in decimal form will be easy. Okay, children. How to write? Here 5's are there. If I want to get 10, I have to multiply with 2. Each 5 to be multiplied with 2. Each 5 to be multiplied with 2. But if we do like that, numerator value will change. Means in the denominator part, extra 5 2's we have taken, we have multiplied. In the numerator part also, we have to multiply the numerator with 5 2's. So then 13 into 32 equal to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. 416 equal to 5 zeros will come. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs will come. So how to write it as decimal? from right we have to count 5 places. 1, 2, 3. There is no fourth place. We have to keep 0. There is no fifth place. 1 minute, children. There is no fourth place. We have to keep 0. There is no fifth place. We have to keep 0. After 5 places, decimal point will come. Here 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 is missing here, children. 416 to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 places, I have to keep a decimal point, because in the denominator I have 5 zeros. Before decimal point, I can keep 0. Before decimal point, I can keep 0. For keeping decimal point, this 0 we should not count. In that 5 places, this before decimal point, whatever 0 is there, that we should not count. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. After 5 places, decimal point we have to keep. Before that, one more extra 0 we have to keep, because there is no numerical part. Suppose if you see second example, 17 by 8. Here what we have, 8 we can write 2 cube. But instead of 2 cube, I need 10 cube. And we need 10 cube. What we can do? 3 2s are there. We can take 3 5s. We can take 3 5s. But value will change. To keep the value same, in the numerator part also, we have to take 3 5s. We have to multiply with 3 5s. So what will be the result? 2125 by 10,000. So from the right, where to keep the decimal place? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros are there. After 3 places, we have to keep a decimal point. Before that, one more point is there. One more digit is there. 2 is there. So no need to keep 0. No need to keep 0 here. So like that, directly without division, we can express them in decimal form, which is a shortcut. Here 15 by 1600. This is the prime factorization. This is the prime factorization. How many are there here? 6. 6 2s are there. 6 2s are there. 2 5s are there. So 2 2s, 2 5s will be in one group. 2 2s and 2 5s will be in one group. Still we have 4 2s separate. 4 2s separate. So we have to take 4 5s. Because in this 6 2s, 2 2s are grouped with 5 2s. Sorry, 2 5s. 2 2s are grouped with 2 5s. So only 4 are remaining alone. So we have to take 4 5s in the numerator and the denominator. We can simplify and we can write in decimal form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zeros are there. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 places only we have. We can keep 2 more zeros. 5th place, 6th place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 places, we can keep a point. Because to the left of a number, we can keep as many zeros as we want. Its value do not changes. Its value do not changes. After decimal point, sorry, before decimal point, there is no number. So that's why we will keep 0. That's why we will keep 0. In next example also, 2 cube 5 square. Means 2 2s, 2 5s, one group. Only 1 2 is remaining. So we have to multiply with 1 5, both numerator and denominator. And we can express like this. Okay. So like this, you can express given numbers as terminating decimals. Next. Okay, children. Decide whether they are rational or not. They have given decimal numbers. Decide they are rational or not. If they are rational, express in P by Q and mention about their, comment about their prime factors. Comment about their prime factors. So what is the first one? It's terminating. So can be written in the form of P by Q. What are factors? What are factors? Will be only 2 and 5. The factors will be in the form of 2 and 5. Factors will be in the form of 2 and 5. Here 10 power 9 is there, means 2 power 9, 5 power 9. Because after decimal point we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. We can keep 9 zeros and 1. 9 zeros and 1. Or we can write it as 10 power 9. 10 power 9, which means 2 power 9 into 5 power 9. The second one, 0.1201, 2001, 2001, 2 4 zeros. It is not following any regular pattern. And so on is there. It is non-terminating, non-repeating. So cannot be expressed as P by Q, means there is no Q. So we can't comment on the roots of the Q. Sorry, comment on the factors of the Q. So here 43 point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bar. Here the bar represents repeating. Bar represents repeating. Like this numbers we have means how to turn them into rational numbers. For how many numbers bar is there? From that number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to take 10 power 9. From that 1 we have to remove. 1 we have to subtract. So then all 9s will be there. That will be the denominator. That will be the denominator. So here Q value consists of all 9s. Here Q value consists of all 9s, means it can have factors other than 2 and 5. Other than 2 and 5. Okay children, let's see some questions here. Multiple choice questions. The HCF and LCM of the product of HCF and LCM of two numbers 50 and 20 is. We have learnt about the relation. The product of HCF and LCM is equal to product of numbers. So what children? 1000 is the correct answer. 1000 is the correct answer. Next, which of the following numbers has terminating decimal expansion? Here in 45, 3 into 15 we can write. Means 3 into 5 we can write. Means it has factors other than 2 and 5. So it is not terminating. Here only 2 and 5s are there. Here 49 means 7 and 7 other than 2 and 5. Here already 3 is there. Other than 2 is there. These three are ACD are not terminating decimals, but B is terminating decimal. If least prime factor of 1 minute children, all answers already marked there. 1 minute children. Third question children. If the prime factor of A is 3 and least prime factor of B is 7. Prime factor of A is 3, least prime factor of B is 7. Then the least prime factor of A plus B is, they are telling factor of A is 3, means A value will be 3, 6, 9, 12 like that. B is 7. So B value to be 7, 14, 21 28, like this. Now, what is the factor of a plus b? What is the factor of a plus b? A plus b means 3 plus 7, how much? 10. 6 plus 14, how much? 20. 9 plus 21, 30. 40. So, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. So, what will be the factor? For 10, 2 is the factor, 5 is the factor. For 20, 2 is the factor, 5 is the factor. But what they are asking? Least prime factor. If they ask factors, both 2 and 5 are answers. But they are asking least. So 5 is wrong. Only 2 is the correct answer. Only 2 is the correct answer. Next, children. If A and B are co-prime, what about A square and B square? Suppose A is 3, B is 7. They have no other factor other than 1. They are said to be co-primes. Now 3 square value 9, 7 square value 49. Is there any common factor for them? No. For them, common factor is 1 only. There is no other common factor. So A square B square also said to be co-prime. A square B square also said to be co-prime. Next. If the HCF of these two numbers is expressible in the form of this, then what is the value of m? First, we have to find HCF value which is equal to this. Then from that we have to find m value. How to find HCF? Least number we have to divide bigger number with least number. 65, 1 is 65, 2, 52 will come, 65 will come here, 52 ones are 52. What is remaining? 7 is remaining. 7 is remaining. Again this 52, sorry, again this 52 will come here. 7 6 are 52. So remainder 0. When we are dividing with 7, when the divisor is 7, remainder is 0. So HCF value is equal to 7. 1 minute, children. 65 ones are 65, 2, 52. Sorry, children, 52 ones are 52. In 5, 3 goes means 3 will come, 6, 5 here. Sorry, children, here 13 is the remainder. So 13 will be the divisor. 52 is there. 13 fours are 52, 0 means when we divide with 13, remainder is 0. So HCF is 13. HCF is 13. But what they are giving? HCF value 65m minus 117 equal to 13. Because HCF, they have given this is equal to HCF. So 65m equal to 13. 117 minus 117 will go towards right hand side. It will become plus 117. So m equal to, this value will become 130. 65 goes to RHS side. It will become by 65. 130 by 60 means 65 2s are 130. So the m value is 2. M value is 2. So first we have to find HCF. Then we can find the value of m. Next. So what about this value? What kind of number it is? What kind of number it is they are asking. But 119 square, 111 square they have given. No need to multiply. Because if you multiply, we will get bigger values. Because it is in the form of a square minus b square. So we can write in the form of a plus b and a minus b. 119 plus 111. 119 minus 111. So what you will get, children? So 130. 130 into 8. From 119, 111 subtracted means 8. 80, 8 3s are how much? 8 3s are 24. 2 is remaining. 1040. What number it is? 1040. What is this number, children? Because 2 is a factor of this number, 5 is a factor of this number, 10 is a factor of this number. We are having so many factors. So it is an example of composite number. Which composite number? Is it odd number? No, because at the units place we have 0. So it's a even composite number. It's a even composite number, but that option not there. So composite number will be the right answer. Composite number will be the right answer. So okay, next. The decimal expansion will terminate after, because here children all questions we have to solve in shortcuts. What they have given here? 2 square into 5. 2 square into 5 means how much? 20. 2 square into 5, how much? 20 is there. 20 is there. 20 we have to divide. 33. 21 is 20. 13 is remaining. 13 is remaining. Again 20 we have to take. Sorry, not HCF here. We have to divide 33 with 2 square 4. 4 5 is 20. We have to divide with 20. They are asking after how many places it will terminate. It will terminate. 21 is 20. 13 is remaining. We can keep a point and we can take 0 here. 26 are 120. 120. 10 is remaining. Already point is there. We can take 0. 25 are. So what we will get? 100. 0 means it will terminate after 2 decimal places. It will terminate after 2 decimal places. Okay, children. Now next question. A rational number can be expressed as a terminating decimal when it can be expressed as a terminating decimal if it has only 2 and 5 as factors. So here if they give 2 and 5, it is wrong, because 2 or 5 only correct answer, because they can have 2, they can have 5, they can have both. Then they will be expressed as terminating decimals. 2 or 5 is the correct answer. Next. Euclid division lemma states that if A and B are any 2 positive integers, then exist unique integers Q and R such that what he has told according to division rule, if there are A and B, there will be Q and R in the form of this one. C option. A equal to BQ plus R, where remainder will be between 0 less than or equal to R less than B. Means 0, remainder will be 0, equal to 0, equal to 0, or less than the divisor. Less than the divisor. Okay. C option. C option, because here for two comparisons they have given less than or equal to symbol. It is wrong. 2 less than symbol, wrong. 2 less than symbol, wrong. Here it may be equal to 0. So that's why less than or equal to R given. But it should be always less than divisor. It should not be greater than divisor. Okay. So that's why one less than or equal to symbol, one less than symbol is there. This is only the correct option. Last question, children. Which of the following is not an irrational number? Root 3, irrational. So combination of rational plus irrational, irrational number. Root 5, irrational. Root 2, irrational. Root 9. Root 9 value is 3. Root 9 value is 3 because we can write it as 3 square. Square and root gets cancelled. So 5 plus 3, 8, which is a rational number. So they are asking not an irrational number. Means which of the following is a rational number. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. D option is the right answer. If root is there, don't get confused. Root 9 is there because square root is there. It is irrational. We should not tell. We can make it simplify. Okay. Okay, children. That's all for today. So thank you for watching our video, children. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for latest updates. Thank you, children. Have a good day.